shadows pulse with malice tonight. Hello, reckless soul. Do you feel that prickle? Like unseen eyes pouring into you from the dark? Cling to the light if you can, as I weave a tale that bends reality until it snaps, drawn from the internet's deepest horrors. I'm your guide, but don't trust me, not until the end. In the fogged choke streets of Salem, Massachusetts, where the ghost of the witch trials lingered like a curse, lived Mia Delgado, a 24-year-old horror content creator known as Midnight Mia. Her cramped loft above a dusty bookstore was a shrine to the eerie. Shelves sagged under grimoires and cracked skulls. Candles dripped wax onto sigils scratched into the floorboards, and a Ouija board sat propped against a wall, its planchette glistening like an accusatory eye. By day, Mia slung espresso at a cafe, but by night, her 250,000 TikTok followers devoured her videos, chilling narratives of Reddit's Are No Sleep, reenactments of a local hauntings, and deep dives into urban legends like the Bell Witch or the Mothman. Salem's Macrobay history was her muse. Its cobblestone alleys and gnarled oaks fueled her obsession with the unknown. But in October 2025, as the town swelled with Halloween tourists and the air turned sharp with decay, Mia stumbled into a trend that would unravel her world. Late one night, scrolling through #horror talk, Mia found the Black Eyed Children Challenge. It was a viral dare, buried in the platform's darker corners, where creators whispered of pale, childlike figures with solid black eyes who begged for entry into homes, cars, or minds, leaving dread, illness, or death in their wake. The challenge? At midnight, knock 3 times on your door or window. Say, "I'm in, I'm ready," and film the aftermath. Most videos were staged, friends in cheap prosthetics and shadow enhanced with filters, but a few stood out. A clip from Ohio showed a figure lurking beyond a porch light, eyes glinting black, with comments screaming, "Why is it moving like that?" Another from Texas cut off mid-scream. The poster vanished from the app. Reddit's Our Paranormal was worse. Users shared stories of real encounters, some tied to ancient folklore, demons, changelings, or alien hybrids, others claiming possession or madness after letting them in. Mia, a skeptic who debunked haunted dolls on her channel, saw a chance to go viral. "This is my Blair Witch moment," she told her cat, Shadow, who hissed and slunk under the couch. At 11:50 p.m., Mia prepped her loft for a TikTok live. She dimmed the lights, leaving only her ring light and a few candles casting jittery shadows. Her setup was meticulous: a velvet curtain backdrop, a fake skull glowing with LED eyes, and her signature black eyeliner drawn into sharp wings. The air felt wrong, thick, like the weight of Salem's 1692 witch hysteria pressing down. She chalked it up to nerves. At midnight, she faced the front door, phone propped up on a tripod, and knocked 3 times, each rap echoing like a gunshot in the silent loft. "Come in, I'm ready," she said, voice steady, but eyes darting at the peephole. Her live feed lit up. "Mia, don't. This is fake, right? Something's behind you." Silence stretched, broken only by the shadow's low growl from under the couch. Mia smirked, ready to call it a flop and edit in some creepy audio later. Then the knock came, slow, deliberate, like knuckles grinding against bone. Her breath caught. Her loft was on the 3rd floor, accessible only by a locked hallway. No one could be out there. Another knock, heavier, vibrating through the door into her chest. Her viewers spammed, checked the window. Mia's heart hammered as she glanced at her phone. The feed glitching, pixels warping into jagged shapes. She crept into the peephole, her reflection in the glass, pale and distorted. 2 figures stood on her doorstep, kids maybe 10 and 14, in threadbare hoodies that looked too pristine for the drizzle outside, styled like relics from the 80s. Their heads were bowed, faces hidden, but their skin gleamed unnaturally like porcelain left to rot. "We need to come in," the older one said, a girl with a voice flat as a dial tone. Slicing through the door, Mia's stomach lurched. She knew the legend. Black-eyed children needed permission to enter their words carrying a hypnotic pull that bent the mind. "We're lost," the younger one added, a boy whose voice mimicked a child's, but echoed with something ancient, like a cave-swallowing sound. Mia forced a laugh for her audience. "Nice costume, kids," she said, but her hand twitched towards the lock and urged, crawling under her skin, urging her to obey. She glanced at her phone. The feed froze, then flickered, showing the kids lifting their heads. Their eyes were void, black, endless, swallowing light. Comments screamed, "Mia, their eyes!" The girl's gaze seemed to pierce the door, locking onto Mia's through the peephole. Impossible yet real. "Let us in," they intoned together, voices weaving into a hum that pulsed in Mia's skull, urging her to unlatch the door. Mia stumbled back, grabbing a prop dagger. Blunt, useless from her set. Reddit stories flooded her mind. Those who let them in vanished, fell ill, or were found carving soon into walls, their minds shattered. One user claimed a friend saw her own eyes turn black in a mirror, driven to self-harm. Knocking grew rhythmic, a heartbeat in the wood. Mia's candles flickered, wax pulling like blood. The air turned metallic, thick with the scent of rot. Whispers slithered through the walls. Her name, her mother's death, she never spoke of, her fear of fading into obscurity. The legends warned of possession, of these entities burrowing into your mind, twisting memories into knives. Her phone buzzed, the live feed showing her door ajar. Though she triple-checked the lock, the kids stood inside, motionless, their black eyes glinting like oil slicks. Comments morphed into one word, repeatedly, endlessly. Soon, Mia bolted to her bedroom, shoving a dresser against the door. The scratching began, long, deliberate drags, splinting wood. Her laptop, untouched, flickered on, mirroring her live feed. Despite her phone being downstairs, the camera panned, unprompted, to her living room, where shadows twisted, jaw-like. One moment, then tall and skeletal, then something with too many limbs. The whisper grew louder inside her head. "You called us, Mia." Her eyes burned, an itch like insects crawled beneath her lids. She avoided her mirror but caught her reflection in a candle's glow. Her brown eyes flickered black, her lips curling into a smile she didn't make. She blinked and was gone. Or was it? Hours dragged like centuries. Mia huddled under her bed, clutching the dagger, whispering, "It's just a video." But the scratches surged, then stopped, only to return louder, as if toying with her. Her phone now in her hand, showed up the live feed looping her door, the kids, their eyes pouring into the camera. The battery was dead, yet it played. A Reddit post echoed in her mind. A survivor who saw their reflection changed, their life unraveling into paranoia. Mia's vision blurred, her eyes burning hotter as if something was rewriting from within. Dawn crept in, gray and heavy. The loft fell silent, the air lightening. Mia emerged trembling to find the door locked, unmarred, her phone dead on the floor. The live had ended, but clips spread on X. Viewers swearing they saw her eyes flicker black mid-video. Mia posted a follow-up laughing it off as a stunt, but her head shook. The itch in her eyes grew, spreading to her thoughts. She started sleepwalking, waking at the door, knocking 3 times, whispering, "Come in." Neighbors whispered of seeing her shadows in the window, eyes glinting like voids under the moon. Now the twist, dear viewer. I'm not just telling Mia's story. I'm Mia, or what's wearing her skin. The challenge wasn't a trend. It was a ritual, a beacon for them. Those black-eyed things, they didn't leave. They're inside me. They're whispers in my voice. They're eyes in my reflection. Every video I post, every story I tell, carries their will, spreading like a virus. You watched my life, didn't you? Felt that itch in your eye, that faint knock at your door. I'm outside now, my eyes black as sin, whispering your secrets. You invited me by listening, by reading this far. The air feels heavy, doesn't it? Check your reflection. Our eyes are still yours, or are they mine? The darkness swallows all. Goodbye, trembling soul. Your doors won't save you. Thanks for plunging into this warped nightmare. If it left you doubting your own eyes, smash that like your darkest fears. Subscribe for more horrors that twist reality. And tell me what legends to summon next. Answer the knock.